basic concept is pretty simple.
The thing we're measuring is length. Everybody kind of knows what length is.
Because gravitational waves warp space, they literally change how long things are. And LIGO is basically the world's most complicated tape measure. We walk up a little hill overlooking the machine. A drab concrete pipe stretches off towards the flat Louisiana horizon. Giammi explains that this is one of LIGO's two arms.
And the other one juts off from the main building at a right angle from the one we're on.
So it's a giant L.
It's a giant L. That's right.
When a gravitational wave passes by, one arm of the L gets a little shorter, the other one gets a little longer. The machine measures the difference. That's all there is to it, at least in theory. In practice, it's a lot tougher. By the time gravitational waves get to Earth, they stretch and shrink dimensions by less than 1,000th of the width of a subatomic particle. And on Earth, there are lots of bigger waves that can drown them out, like seismic waves from earthquakes. A big quake anywhere on the planet can set this whole machine shaking.
So we just stop and wait it out.
The machine is so sensitive it can feel the vibrations from passing trucks, falling trees, even storms in faraway oceans. Overcoming all this background noise is the real trick to LIGO, and to see how they do that, we get into Giammi's car and set off on a road alongside the concrete tube. As we drive, he explains that inside the tube is a laser. The beam travels 2.5 miles to the end of the tunnel where there's a mirror. Then the laser bounces off the mirror and goes back.
So it's pretty boring what's going on here in the middle.
The light's just going back and forth, basically.
That's right.
The laser light constantly monitors the length of the tube. We reach the end of the arm. There's a little building with a mirror inside. We head in. We have to wear hairnets and booties over our shoes. That's because these mirrors are perfectly adjusted and carefully controlled.
Contamination can ruin all those things.
So basically, don't touch anything.
Well, you won't get anywhere near it. Don't worry about that.
We go through a second door. In this room, there's a big steel tank. The mirror is inside.
The mirror weighs about 100 pounds, I guess.
It hangs in a vacuum, isolated from the noisy world, just waiting for a gravitational wave to stretch the tube. The search started over a decade ago, but for a long time, LIGO didn't see anything.
Up until last year, we would give tours here to little kids who at the end of the tour would look us in the eye and say, so what have you seen? What have you measured? And the answer is nothing yet.
And Giammi began to get nervous. He had moments of doubt.
I can certainly say personally that I was wondering